Oh my, it's that time again. It's the time where, I guess Fox goes out and does bounty-related things. So today, we are going to be finishing up the bounties, and because there's only one left, we're going to be testing out some of the bounties as well. Oh my. I actually should move this elsewhere, because we're going to be using the Otto howlitzer to hunt the Juggernauts. And then we will finish them off with, what do I need to use? An assault, are any of these an assault weapon? Yes, the Samurai SMG counts as an assault weapon. So we will use that, and I don't think we're gonna need that much ammunition. So let's go ahead and drop one of these, and let's actually fish out a little bit of it. I didn't think about that until just now, that the Midnight Solstice is a it's a manually loading weapon, so want to make sure that we don't need that much ammunition. So, finding a Juggernaut, well, we're playing on Nightmare Zone, which is the lowest difficulty that has a ton of Juggernauts, so hopefully it's not too bad. First thing we're going to do, though, is use our Samurai SMG. Here it is right here. Samurai SMG, it's probably not going to make the cut on my... Oh, speak of the devil, got a Juggernaut right there. And, why won't it make the cut? The answer for that is quite simple. It will not make the cut because it's just a submachine gun. I mean, it's a nice submachine gun. It's not a bad submachine gun, but there's nothing special about it. Like, I can't zoom in. You know, I'm forced to use iron sights. It does have the benefit of having all three modes of fire, so you can fire single, burst, or automatic. But that alone is not enough to save the gun from making it on the list. I mean, it's just a mid-quality submachine gun. There's really just not a lot to say about it. Let's go ahead and clear up some inventory. I want this, and I want this, and I want the ammo. Let's go hunt us a Juggernaut. So, we're going to use the Otto howlitzer. I think it's a pretty cool-looking weapon, at least I think so. It's very neat. So the thing about this weapon is it is a 50 caliber bolt-action rifle, which is good. Like, all 50 caliber weapons are good. It doesn't have as good a zoom as some other 50 caliber weapons, but that's not a big deal because the thing you're going to use it on is a Juggernaut, and as you can see at this range, that's still going to be a perfectly accurate shot. It's not going to matter.
I think that big one is carrying the plane.
Oh man, the crack! Listen to the echo in the background. God, the crack on it is quite intense. So now we're going to switch, and then we'll just pump some ammo into its head and finish it off. And there you go.
How am I supposed to?
I don't actually want to carry those. As you can see, though, if we can switch to single fire, I mean it's the submachine gun. Really, not a lot to say about it. If I just aim down the sight and use my natural aim, which is not the best aim in the game, it's a submachine gun. What more is there to say about it? It's a submachine gun. So, 30 rounds in the magazine, you know, like, we are using an advanced silence. I just kind of want to see the weapon in its, like, at its best, essentially. And obviously with gunslinging, pretty much every weapon is going to be amazing. I don't think there's any debate about that. The big miss. But no, not a lot to say about this weapon. Otto howlitzer, though, I think is going to be really good just because 50 caliber weapons are good. And just being able to buy this anytime you want, I think is going to be really good. Now let's move on to... actually, let's reload this real quick. Okay, so it looks like you do have to load the bullets manually. So let's, I'm going to use this. And let me get these. And let's just temporarily put this away. So, let's go ahead and give the martini a shot. This is a bolt-action 7.62 millimeter rifle. So it should be a perfectly good weapon. It's got a kind of medium strength zoom. Let's give it a shot. The sway on it is a little more than I was expecting. I didn't think the sway would be quite... It's not the worst sway, but it's not... Wow. Did you see that? Those screamers did not begin to scream in reaction to one of their buddies dying. That's unusual. Normally, that's something that screamers do. Oh, wow. Like, the sway is definitely interfering with my aim right now. Which is definitely something I'm going to count off on this weapon. I don't think it's enough to say that this weapon is no good. I think this is still probably going to make it onto the list. And that's just because bolt-action weapons are really good because they don't take durability damage, meaning you never have to repair them. And I guess what this weapon is, it's more of a, you know, it's not really a sniper weapon. It's not like the Echo S2 rifle. Still, like, if you have a bit of patience, it seems like it's still sufficiently accurate, but definitely doesn't hold a candle to the Echo S2 sniper rifle, or the Echo S2 rifle. That's probably the best bolt-action rifle in the game. Oh, there we go. You know, not bad. It'll probably make the list. I think it's a halfway decent weapon. Let's go ahead and continue looking for some... Oh, I kind of want to kill this... I was going for the headshot, but I have failed. Give me the headshot. There we go. Yeah, definitely not going to be a reliable sniper weapon. Let's go ahead and get in this vehicle, though. This is going to be our... in fact, I think I'm just going to put this weapon back, because that'll free up a little bit of space. I want to keep some of these other things, though, just because, one, we're using the Otto still. We need the samurai. And, you know, we'll try some of these other weapons. Let's try out the shotgun. That one sounds interesting. I like the way the shotgun looks. Like, I like how it's just this massively huge weapon. But at the same time, I have a feeling the shotgun will not make it on the list. And that's because, while it's pretty cool, like, I think it's a very cool weapon, I don't think it's really that important to have a long-range shotgun. I don't think that that's really an advantage. And that's because, you know, if you're going to engage enemies at long range, why not just use a weapon that you can put a silencer on? Because you cannot put a silencer on a shotgun. So it just seems like, why do it? I mean, it's a novel weapon, you know. Oh my god, the long-range shotgun with a sniper scope. So different. So strange. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know how practical that is. So, as you can see, this weapon has massive zoom. The shotgun fires pretty quick, too. Give it that. Works very well with gunslinging. I mean, most shotguns probably do. But look how long the gun is. The gun is so long. It's crazy. Yeah, so the screamers have begun to regenerate as I have been ignoring them, but that's fine, though. It just means I've got...
Fantastic.
Now, I wonder how long range is the weapon without the zoom? That's one thing I do wonder. Because part of the advantage of this shotgun would be able to switch between the long-range mode and the short-range mode at will. Oh, I want that bloater. I want him so bad. Oh, no! The aim is so tight that I can't hit him under pressure. Come on, let me reload, you dumb zombies. Play fair. Like, let me reload so I can murder you. I'm gonna snipe your buddies from long range. It is a really fun... I mean, I'm actually enjoying shooting this gun. There's no doubt about that, but yet, as I said, I just cannot see the tactical value of the weapon. Oh, out of ammo again. Another big disadvantage is that the weapon does require manual reload. You know, it's not magazine fed, so that's another thing that I would count against it, but...
Hold up much longer.
Very long range, though. I will, you gotta say, it does live up to
Careful.
what it claims to be. A long-range shotgun. There's no doubt about that. And I guess another disadvantage to this weapon is you're not really going to get the multi-hit action from the shotgun. Like, you might incidentally get it, but because the spread is so tight, you're not really going to get the same kind of, you know, hitting multiple zombies with the spray of shots. Okay, so one thing you can say right off the bat about this melee weapon is that it has really good ease of use. Like, I am swinging non-stop, and we are just doing fine on stamina. That is, it's noticeable. So, that is one thing. Oh, the long-range shot. Like, it is a cool weapon. It's like, I can't deny it. It's a very cool weapon, but at the same time, I don't factor coolness really into the rating. If it's cool, then that's like a bonus, but...
No more deadheads here.
Why am I looting? I don't need to loot in this community. I'm still in my, like, lethal zone. Oh, here we go. Got some more enemies. Let's beat these guys up. Now, on the other hand, one of this weapon's disadvantages is that it doesn't quite have the knockdown necessary to knock zombies down guaranteedly in a single hit. Oh, there we're finally getting some stamina issues, but... Now, we can use the special attack, because the special attack is a little bit redundant on a... Oh, I didn't think he would get over the thing so quickly. What are you gonna do, Bloater? You are way too far away to actually matter. I mean, you're on the wrong side of the bridge, I'm afraid. I mean, it's okay. Wow, it's really dark in there, jeez. I forgot all about that blood plague effect. It's weird because it gets really red, and yet I wasn't really taking damage from it either. I guess it's there as like a warning, like, oh god, you're into like blood plague nastiness. I'll tell you right now, I barely played Heartland, so I don't really remember very much about it. Charge into battle! No, you don't. Now I hit you with my hammer. I don't care, you guys can call this a walking stick if you want. This is a hammer. At first I thought maybe the hammer head was shaped like a walking stick as well, but no, it's like, no, it's just a hammer. What it looks like, it kind of looks like a historically accurate warhammer, because a real, genuine medieval warhammer was actually kind of on the really skinny side. And that's because, you know, they wanted to strip off as much weight as possible so that you wouldn't get exhausted swinging it around. This weapon, it's okay. I don't know, like... It's like, I don't even know. I think it's like, it's on the very low end of okay. Shotgun, fun to use, but I don't think that's gonna cut it. I don't think fun to use is gonna be quite good enough to give it a spot on the list. What we're gonna do now, though, is probably change characters. Let me switch to one of my melee character, or my Blade Master character, or what is that skill called? I can't even think of it now. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, good, another Juggernaut. Excellent. I don't want to lure them to my community. That's actually why I'm doing this right now. Because if I lure them to my community, they are going to blast them away with their BFGs, and then I will not be able to get my bounty credit, and then I will be one sad fox. Not a sad panda, but a sad fox. Okay, let's see if we can go around now, because Juggernaut definitely should be returning back to where it was. There's a blood plague bloater. Better not let him get me. Make sure we turn around so that the Juggernaut doesn't notice us. Don't wander near my community. Please, Mr. Juggernaut, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm even going to lure these guys away so that the BFGs don't go off and the sound doesn't lure them over.
Hey, there's a feral lurking nearby.
Really. It's always something. Really, this guy's determined. There. Let's go beat up the Pharaoh with the melee weapon. Ah! Okay, is this going to be enough? There we go. I just now ran out of stamina, and that was just enough to get the kill. So that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad, actually. It's like, even though the impact is a bit lower, and as such, we don't knock the Pharaoh out as quickly, the lightweight actually has some compensation there, so it's pretty nice.
Really keep an eye on all this.
I sure hope the Juggernaut doesn't hear all this shooting. That would make me sad. Let me reload and we'll dump this away. So shotgun, oh man, it really sucks. I really want to like this weapon, and I do like it, but I don't think I like it enough in terms of, you know, get good efficiency. I don't think it's going to be quite enough to get that. Let's go ahead and bring out our next character, though, who's going to be probably the Magnus monster. Where are you, Mackie? Yep, I got him dressed for the occasion with our DLC clothing on. And he's our sword guy, our what is it called? I can't even remember the skill. Swordplay, yeah. He's our swordplay guy, so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and swap some of these weapons out, and I'm gonna use this, throw that back, and I'm gonna grab some of these, and I'm gonna grab this. All right, let's go hunt that Juggernaut down with the Otto howlitzer and then blast it away. Oh, looks like they already... Okay, so he's already on the ground. Really, that was a miss. I guess it wasn't quite on. There we go. So what happened there is our community actually... Wow, this weapon swings fast. Oh wait, I don't have swordplay. I'm trying to like... Ooh, man, this weapon is chopping people up. Okay, there we go. 4 hits. Okay, it's losing. It's like... Why is... I don't think they reduced its size. The weapon is still massive. Okay, I need to get back into the bladed mindset. I'm in the blunt mindset right now. And the blunt mindset is that you can swing through multiple enemies. Can't zoom in. How close can I get to this before it, like, starts to affect me? Okay, so it's more of a camera angle thing. No! You jerks! Okay, I see. So it's more of a camera angle thing than it... Oh, man, it caught me right at the end, man. You're really putting some effort into it, Mr. Zombie. This weapon swings really fast. What's the swing speed on this? Oh god, it has a maxed out speed stat. No wonder, wow. You can really feel it too when you're swinging it around. What's the lethality? It's a little below average. Ease of use is amazing. Durability is decent. Dismember is good. Lethality is its main weakness, really. I love how the oversized axe head, though. Like I said, apparently that is a mistake. It's not supposed to be that large. And apparently they're going to patch it later on where they will reduce the size of the axe head. Kind of sad, just because I do think it's pretty cool that size. Like it's like I'm swinging a weapon from World of Warcraft around. Let's go ahead and heal, just because I'm goofusing around and getting beat up.
Almost
there we go. Okay, I think we've seen enough of the Samurai SMG. It's like, there's really nothing to say about this weapon. It's kind of... It's a weapon. I'll just say that. We'll leave it at that. It's a weapon. We don't need the Otto anymore, so let's quickly give it a little bit of a reload and then send it back to our inventory, which means we're using this weapon now, which is, I mean, I like crossbows. I don't think I'm going to like this one, though. I have a strong feeling that I'm not going to like this one. All right, so what's the deal about this crossbow that we're going to be using? Also, I want to get the last weapon in time to try it out before the end of the episode. So what's this crossbow that we're going to be using? It's really, really lightweight. Now, some people really care about lightweight. I don't, for the most part. Like, there are times where I care about the weight of stuff, but I don't use marathon too frequently. I usually keep somebody with marathon, but I don't use marathon a lot. And as a result, I tend to go more the backpacking route, so that I just have a ton of stamina and a huge carry capacity. But lightweight items are for people who mainly are concerned with using marathon. And like I said, since I don't use it, lightweight doesn't factor too much into my game plan. But that's what this crossbow, actually that's kind of the theme of this
Make yourself at home.
bounty pack in general.
Hello there.
Here, what do we get? We're gonna get the HBSD blackout. Interesting. So this is a 7.62 millimeter assault rifle. Oh, this is the rifle that has like a really tiny, absolutely tiny zoom. Like, can you believe that zoom? I mean, it makes a difference though. Like, it does tighten up the aim. Now, I don't have a silencer on this weapon, nor do I have gunslinging, so we are forced to rely on our good old-fashioned, just organic aim. The weapon is pretty steady, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna take my thumb off the analog. This is the sway it has with my thumb off the analog. That is pretty good, actually. There's a chance, there's a chance this weapon might actually make it onto the list because it's very, very accurate, minimal sway. I'm liking it. I think it would be a little better if it was 5.56. Not think, I'm certain it would be better. And with a silencer on it, this actually might be a pretty good weapon. Even though the scope doesn't help that much, it still makes the aim so close to being pinpoint. And even without the zoom, it's just a very accurate weapon in general. Quite nice, actually. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you still gotta have some personal aim to make the shots count, but not bad actually. Yeah, I see the potential in the weapon. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more, but I am seeing the potential. All right, so let's go ahead and try this weapon out. So this weapon is a scoped weapon that it's supposed to be known for being very lightweight. Let's see, 1.5 pounds, light bolts, which is nice. And the other thing about it is that it's supposed to have really nasty bullet drop. Like, the weapon is, like, basically kind of on the low-powered side. And up close, that sounded like right in my ear. Where is he? That's one thing I think they need to work on, is barrel sound distance. Anyway, so let's try to take one of these guys out at long range, or longer ranges. And oh yeah, I can already see the difference in the drop. Oh, the drop is so sharp. It's like, let me shoot at something. Let's get on a perch and shoot at something really far away. Let's get you real quick. Okay, so here's some really far away targets. So right now we're gonna aim at the third notch. Oh man, that is not even close. Oh, God. Oh, man. Too much. Still too much. Probably because it's moving closer to me. Oh, man. Oh, God, the bullet drop is insane. Oh, I thought that was a good one. Oh, this is so hard to make these shots. Okay, so we finally scored the hit there. I think you could see, I should, okay, let me go get another crossbow out for comparison. First, let me see if I can get my arrows back. I think this is definitely going to be a close range crossbow. And the scope is just going to be there for the purposes of helping you confirm close range kills. Fortunately for this guy, it doesn't matter quite as much. We just need to land a hit on him. There's a Juggernaut there. If you're wondering how good crossbows are against Juggernauts, the standard crossbow isn't too bad, but a light crossbow is awful. And I would actually, no, I'm going to say the standard crossbow is awful as well, because there is no repeating standard crossbow, so your shots are just super slow. But yeah, we'll go ahead and grab a another crossbow out. Where's the light crossbow at? Be a good compare. We'll use the Echo, the repeater. And we'll grab some more ammo. And I'm going to need to perch again. And then you can just see, you'll be able to see the insane difference in the arrow drop. Okay. So, let's go ahead and zoom in. Well, let's not zoom in, just so that... Okay, we'll have to zoom in, because we just can't even see. Let's shoot at this guy over here. It's really hard to see the trails, unfortunately, without zooming in. But you can see, like... Now we'll do this weapon. Unfortunately, this does not have a scope. But you can already see the familiarity with my aim there. And, like, you can see... Probably not if you're on a phone, but... If you're watching this from home, you'll see that it does have bullet drop, but it's not nearly as bad. Problem is I need to aim ahead of him a bit. I see, I'm actually having to aim lower. I'm actually having to aim lower to score hits on him. There we go. And that just shows you right there the difference. That's insane. Whereas, still at the same altitude, or the same elevation... Oh, man. Yeah, this weapon is... This is definitely not my kind of weapon. That's for sure. It's like... Yeah, it's lightweight, but... I do not think it's worth it for the drop on the weapon. Like, at this range, it's perfectly fine. You don't really need to compensate for it that bad. And against the target like this, we can get a body shot. But otherwise, oh man, the arrow drop is nasty. Let's switch back to this one just for we have comparisons. So right there, barely any compensation. Yes, I aimed a little bit higher, but barely any compensation. There we go. Some compensation, but still... Not that much, whereas the other crossbow, oh man. It's definitely not going to outperform the Echo X3, even if it didn't have that kind of bullet drop. The fact that the Echo X3 is pump action is just a huge advantage to it, but you know, that's not necessarily the only factor in determining whether a weapon is good, because you can have weapons that are effective just on a case-by-case basis. But to be honest, no, I don't know. I'll have to think about it a little bit more. My aim is so much better with the Echo X3. Like, even though I haven't used the Echo X3 in a pretty long time, it's just like riding a bicycle. Like, just the months of using this weapon. I mean, like, this weapon will always have a spot in my heart, just from such extensive use during the Nightmare Zone playthroughs. I mean, it was such a loyal companion of mine. Just a beautiful weapon. One of the best weapons in the game, easily. Oh, their heads are blocking my shots. There we go. Oh! Take that. How about that, huh? Okay, so I think that's probably about going to wrap it up. Where's my car at? I don't remember where my... Oh, it's over by the bounty broker. Yeah, I think that's probably about going to wrap it up. Overall, gotta say, I'm not super impressed with these bounties. I don't think they're particularly great. Right off the top of my head, I think the Otto howlitzer is just automatically good because it's a 50 caliber weapon. I would be shocked if they were able to create a 50 caliber weapon that I would consider not worth it. I mean, there are ways they can make the weapon like obscenely expensive. I don't have, what do you call it? Gunslinger. I keep trying to like lock onto a gunslinging. No, the Otto howlitzer I definitely think is going to be worth it. Maybe that HB-SD, you know, super short range rifle, it might be. I'm not sure though. I'll have to play with it, but it's at least a contender. And honestly, that might be it. The melee weapons are so-so. The shotgun, fun to use. It might get an honorable mention just for being fun to use. But, oh man, I just don't see the value of a long-range shotgun when you could just be using some kind of long-range bolt-action weapon. Yeah, I'm really curious to know what you guys think, though, to be honest. What do you think about these weapons? You know, maybe you could see a real kind of value. You know, not like a side benefit or kind of like an incidental benefit. I'm talking about like a real, like, oh man, this weapon has a legitimate reason for you to go out and get the bounty and buy one of these or like stockpile these. I want to know what you think down in the comment section. I'm personally not impressed by these. Maybe some of you guys will actually shape my review when I do review these weapons. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this episode. That concludes the Stay Frosty bounty. Remember that the Bundle Up Pack is apparently coming out in mid-December, which is pretty soon. Very surprising. That does mean that Go Bag is going away. Real quick, I'll tell you which weapons to go for. Doomsday isn't bad. The Trailblazer S2K is not bad. Bug Out Bag is bad if you need backpacks. And the Mad Norma is pretty good. I would recommend, Doomsday is pretty good if you need a 45 caliber weapon. Trailblazer is pretty good if you need a scoped 9mm. Both of those are scoped. And yeah, Trailblazer is also pretty good. But yeah, those are really the only weapons that I would consider to be halfway decent. And yeah, otherwise, Bundle Up Pack is going to be coming back. I believe Bundle Up Pack might have the ice axe in it. If it does, you will want to stock up on ice axes. That's typically what Mackie winds up using. Ice axe, I think, is maybe the best bladed weapon in the game for just everyday use. It's super, super good. I'll certainly tell you when it comes out. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comment section. How good do you think these weapons are? Subscribe for more State of Decay 2 content. Like the video, etc. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.